Hello everyone, this is Scott Grant with Graying with Grace. Thanks for watching Graying with Grace TV. The folks over at Bellman Symfon just sent me this Mino Personal Amplifier that I'd like to show you today. So let's jump in and take a closer look. The Bellman Mino is a personal speech amplifier that is designed specifically to help people hear even in busy, noisy places, and is also designed to be extremely easy to use. It works by taking in the sounds around you through one of these two built-in microphones. It then digitally enhances the sound, clarifies it, and amplifies it, and then passes it back to you through a pair of headphones or earbuds or your preferred listening device. Okay, to set up and use the Mino, the first thing to do is make sure the device is charged fully. To do that, this is the charger the unit comes with. Your charging port is here, and if you notice, they're both yellow. So you plug that in there, let the unit charge fully. After it's charged fully, it's just as simple as plugging in your headphones, and it's going to this port here, and then turning on the device. Once the lights come on, the device is powered up and ready to use. Once you've got the device on and ready to use, your volume buttons are here. This is your plus for turning up your volume. Minus here turns down the volume. These arrows here are for tone control. Tone controls the treble sound of the amplifier. So if you're in a situation where you're listening to conversation and you want to hear the conversation a little better, turn the treble up. You can use the Mino also for amplifying sound coming from your TV. To do this, you will need to use a corded connection with an audio cable. This is one I happen to already have at the house, but 3.5 millimeter audio out, headphone out is usually what that looks like on the back of the TV. I'll put a picture here so you can see what that looks like. And then on the Mino, it uses a 2.5 millimeter input, which is this input here. So you would plug this into the back of the TV, then you would plug this in to the Mino here, and that would connect it to your TV. You'll see the orange light comes on. That means that connection has been made. Then you can listen to your TV through the headphones, through the amplifier. You can control the volume here as well. If you don't have your own audio cable or don't want to mess with an adapted system like I've got here, you can order directly from Bellman an audio cable that includes the 3.5 millimeter out, the 2.5 millimeter to go into here, and is also designed to work with the red and white RCA jacks that are common on most TVs. The good thing is, with a corded setup in your TV, you don't have to go through any kind of pairing processes or technical setups. It's just plug, play, turn on the unit, and it's ready to go. The Mino can also be used with hearing aids and cochlear implants. To use this feature, you will need to order the neck loop accessory from Bellman. You just plug the neck loop accessory into the headphone port here. The device will automatically recognize that and then begin sending sounds wirelessly to your hearing aids or your implant. You can easily make quick changes to the treble and the bass by using these tone control buttons to suit your personal preferences. Increasing the treble makes conversation easier to hear, especially the P, F, and T sounds. Adjusting it this way increases the treble, so it makes conversation easier to hear, and adjusting it this way turns down the treble, which lets a little more bass come through. However, the Mino can customize much more than just simple treble. There's a special customization menu that allows you to disable different buttons and functions. You can limit the overall volume. You can control the left and right balance, and many more options. To get into the customization menu, though, there is a special series of keystrokes you must press in the right order. This prevents you or another user from accidentally getting into the menu and messing up your current settings. I'll link to videos from Bellman that'll show you exactly how to get into these menus and how to adjust the various options. Now that you know how the Mino can help you hear better, let's run through some of the various options on the Mino and how they can help. First of all, the Mino uses a fully digital processor, which offers noise cancellation and compression for clear sound while reducing background noise and static. I like that there are minimal buttons on the Mino. There is a mic button, power button, telecoil button. We'll get into what the mic button and telecoil button do here in just a minute. And then your volume buttons up and down, and then your tone control buttons that I also explained. This large four-way rocker, it's easy to see. It's easy to see the print on them. It's nice and big, so it should be easy for most people to use. The Mino comes with two different built-in microphones. Each has a very specific purpose. The omnidirectional microphone picks up the sounds from all around you and is best used for quieter settings. In more noisy environments, you can use the directional microphone instead to focus in on the person you are talking to or the specific sounds you want to hear. Essentially, you can aim it or point it at the sounds you want to hear and hear that particular sound better. Switching between the two is simply done by pressing the mic button. When you see the green light, that means you're using the omnidirectional microphone. You touch it again, switches over to orange. That means you're using the directional microphone. And again, switching is just as simple as pressing between those two buttons. The Mino comes with rechargeable batteries and each charge lasts about 29 hours, so it's more than sufficient for a full day's use. It takes about 4 hours to completely recharge the batteries. As I showed you earlier, the charging connections are color-coded yellow and plugs in there. My suggestion for a charging schedule is if you're using the device every day, just go ahead and charge it every night when you go to bed, take it off the charger in the morning, and it'll be ready to go. The Mino has lots of listening and device options. You have headphones, you have earbuds, you have steta clips, you have a neck loop if you're going to be using the system with hearing aids. Every Mino also comes with a microset, which consists of a lapel microphone and a single earbud. You connect it to the headphone input, where these headphones are plugged in here, and the sound will be picked up by the small lapel microphone instead, and then passed to you through the single earbud. This is a more discreet option than using the headphones for people who don't want the device to draw much attention. The Mino has a built-in telecoil function that works with hearing loop systems offered at ADA-compliant theaters, churches, and other public venues. This lets the audio from the event be picked up and processed by the Mino electronically. To activate this feature, just make sure you're at a facility that offers that function. Then you simply press the T for the Telecoil System. And if we were at a theater that had this live, that light would turn orange. Now, the other thing you can do with this is if you're at the theater, you're listening to the sounds and you want to speak to someone next to you so that you can hear them, you press the T button again, and that will switch you back and forth between the Telecoil System and between the built-in microphones. Every Mino also does come with a belt clip that you can use to clip it to your belt, shirt pocket, or some other piece of clothing, as well as a lanyard to use for hanging it around your neck. As far as the size, the Mino is very small and lightweight. It's less than 4 inches high, 2 inches wide, barely an inch thick, and it just weighs 2.5 ounces. So what do I think of the Mino? Well, there really is a lot to love about it, but there are a few potential drawbacks you should be aware of, depending on how you're going to use the device. The Mino is small, lightweight. It can be used discreetly thanks to the belt clip and the micro set option. It's a multi-function device. It can be used as just a general speech amplifier, a TV listener using the cord I showed you earlier, works with hearing loop systems and with hearing aids. The dual microphones improve your ability to hear in both a quiet and noisy environment, and you can switch between the two at the touch of a button. The Telecoil system is built in and works without any additional accessories required. The Mino can also be used with hearing aids by adding the neck loop function. You can customize certain options on the Mino to tailor it to your unique needs. The system is easy to use overall with just a few buttons that are very easy to read. And the batteries provide more than enough power for a full day's use and recharge quickly. A few potential drawbacks: because it does not come with Bluetooth, you must use a corded connection if you're going to use it to listen to your TV or other audio devices. If you prefer a Bluetooth-enabled device, however, Bellman also makes the Maxi Pro, which includes that feature. Customizing the device does require a bit of basic technical understanding that some seniors and elderly people may struggle with. The print on the buttons could be better contrasted, but overall it's pretty easy to read. And the device is not designed to work with mobile phones, but the Bellman Maxi Pro device that I mentioned a moment ago is Bluetooth enabled and can be used with mobile phones. I hope you found this information helpful. If you'd like to read the full review, I'll put a link to that in the description below. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave those for me down in the comments below. As I said earlier, I was sent this product free for this review by the folks over at Bellman Symfon, but the opinions are based on my own experience with the product. If you'd like to purchase the Mino, I have put a link in the description below as well for that. Please note this is an affiliate link, and I will be paid a commission if you choose to purchase through that link. Thanks again for watching Graying with Grace TV.